And I built myself a little city. People are in it. Windows, they live there. Their utilities are low. They love it. This is an old clock. It was rotten on the back, rotten inside. The weights in it were still good. But anyway, it's so rotten you couldn't restore anything about it. So I tiled it. I tiled strengthened it and tiled it. Put a battery operated clock in here, just hung it in there, and I just tiled it with a tile that I had. And you know what, it was fun that day. It was fun. It was something that took a couple days, but it was fun doing, and I don't regret it because it was enjoyable and it was just sitting there rotting. This was fun, and just fun. It was fun, fun, fun. What I did was I ran into a really heavy coffee table that was old and banged up, and it really is heavy. And then I thought I'll do something with it. Brought it home. I took some old tile that I had that was all chipped up and everything else, and I laid it out on the table, glued it down. Then I took every piece of jewelry I could find, and I put the jewelry in here, and then I put something over it, put a coat over it, put about 3 coats over it. Now I know someday when I croak or I sell this, there'll be somebody trying to dig some of the jewelry out because I probably put something in there that still has a little gold in it or something. But anyway, I love it. It's got pearls, gold, everything you can imagine in the cracks. And I took a tan colored paint and I rubbed it on the top of the tile before I did it. And then I gave it some epoxy on top. And there again, I love it. We put our feet on here. As a matter of fact, we had so much junk on here just now. It took us half an hour just to clean out the top of the coffee table to show you. Anyway, that's another little fun thing I love. And it is heavy and durable, okay? And I want to tell you something. The thing I love about this coffee table the most is a dead squirrel looks just great on. Look at that. Okay? It was made for the squirrel. The squirrel was made for the coffee. Anyway, there you go. I want to show you this because it's a thing that I so much enjoyed building. I don't know, it's got so much of myself in it. These things that look like rocks are actually pieces of broken cement out of the bottom of an old garage, and I ground down the sides a little bit, and then I painted them to look like rocks, and I fit them in. And then I went to the big mantle, and I got a whole bunch of boards because the big mantle is hard to get. It's going to be with you for a long, long time, and you got to like it. So this was a whole bunch of boards that I ground together, glued together, nailed together, screwed together, and then I took a chainsaw and I chainsawed all the grooves in it, the holes in it, and around the knots. And the next thing I did was take it and sandblast it out in the backyard. And I love it. It looks, to me, it's my log. I made a log. Anyway, I loved it. I had a lot of love that I put into it. It's the length I want, and you'd never know it was a bunch of boards. I disguised the ends so it looked like a log. Anyway, and then I brought this out. I brought this out so it would match the bricks, because you go from plaster into bricks, and we're changing from rocks to bricks. So I went up with the rocks and then started to bring in bricks, and just did that and moved into there. And then here, these are just a couple of old giant timber that I split with an axe, pulled them apart, put them up, and I stained them. I just put a wash over them, and they look great. I think they look, for me, they're great. Anyway, I love it, and it's been a very fascinating piece. I have lights in here, and it makes me happy. And I think because you're so involved with it that you love it. And that's it.